Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm kicking mics and.
Hi, honey. Oh, you guys came. Hi, family. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Of course.
So, was it? Hi.
Hello, hello.
So, is someone monitor? Lisa, are you doing questions here, or you're just recording? Okay. Well, let's keep this real and formal and friendly and fun, and we're here to meet you guys and answer any question and just spill them on out. I think the room's small enough we can hear pretty good, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Oh, hey.
Hello. First of all, good morning. Good to see you guys. Thank you very much for being a part of the Power Ranger Legacy. That's awesome. Two questions. One, did you guys watch any of the other previous seasons from Power Rangers before you came out on the scene? And number two is, what's your favorite all-time inspirational quote?
Wow.
Well, I guess we don't need this, right? We're pretty.
No, you guys can hear us, right?
Crystal clear.
Okay. I did not watch Power Rangers before I became one. I knew who they were, obviously. It's Power Rangers. So I was really excited to be one. But no, I hadn't really seen it beforehand.
Yeah, I was very familiar with it. When I booked the role, we have I don't know if you knew this, they have like this room with all the previous episodes. And back then it was actually VHS, so I went back and watched a couple of episodes for all the previous seasons just to kind of get more familiar with the series. So I watched it leading into that.
What's your favorite quote?
It's actually from Gandhi. It's, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world."
Fine, I'll come up with a new one.
Is that really?
Yes,
Oh,
but I have another Gandhi quote in my office, and it says,
Why aren't we married? Are you kidding? That's a silly.
I want to build nostalgic dreams.
the quote, oh my gosh,
Thank
that's
you
so
so
kind.
much, bud.
Thank you so much. That's nice, thank you. What does the quote say? I'm trying to see it in my office. It's not the length of your life or something. It's how well did you live, how well did you love, how well did you learn to let go. It's another quote by Gandhi that's in my office on a big scroll.
Is it? Very cool. Gandhi. Gandhi is the answer to the question.
Yeah.
Is he going to be the word of the day, Gandhi?
I guess so.
All right.
The word of the day is Gandhi.
Well, I got one. If I didn't jump in front of it.
Please.
Well, two. One's like a request, and one's like a question. So the question is, you guys have any fond memories watching the show, pranks you did on each other, anything like that? And the second one, it would be really, really cool if you guys can do Time Force.
Yeah. Roll time state. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, we got to get a shot of this. Yeah. Bring the morphers. Oh,
Nice rehearsal.
yeah.
We're making sure we're on track with that.
I know it's been 15
First
plus
question.
years.
Somebody bring up
Just random memories,
yeah.
pranks, things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we I don't know if you guys heard this story, probably at some point, but we got together. We were such a little family that when our first episode aired that Saturday morning, we got together. Michael couldn't be there because he was back home with his family or something, like in Virginia. But the other four of us got together. It was right around the time that the Tom Hanks movie came out when he had the ball when he had signed was it Samson or Castaway? Yeah, what was the name of his ball?
Oh, that was the same time?
Oh, Wilson.
Wilson?
Right? So Michael couldn't be there, so we had a ball that we, remember? And so we were like, Michael! So we got together in our pajamas and made breakfast and watched the episode, just the four of us,
that's
and our Wilson, Michael. And we took pictures with the ball, like the four of us, remember, set a self-timer. So that's one of my favorite memories. I mean, watching
We also
first
spilled the
episode
water.
of Jays.
Remember we had that water bucket one? At the end of the show, we sprayed you guys. There was that whole, when we were done filming that one where you guys dropped the bucket of water on us. I don't remember which one that was.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was something where there was water spilled on us. At the end, there were hoses, and once we wrapped, we had to come and poured water or spray. We did something like that when we got you guys.
That sounds about right. We were just always doing stuff to each other. We would
I
be
did
pushing
make
each
that
other.
up, I promise.
No, it's that. I'm sure that happened. I have my memories. Some days. But yeah, we were always pulling pranks like whoopee cushions and we would fall asleep. Remember, we would fall, like, people would just fall asleep and then we would just mess with them. You know, not on camera. Although one time, I was shooting, do you guys remember the episode where I got beat up and I was like out of it and they were talking over me?
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
Only one time I've ever fallen asleep on camera. I was supposed to be asleep, so it worked out well. But they were just doing things, I was like,
That's right, yeah, she was supposed to be sleeping for a lot of that day.
and I just
Scenes
did.
take so long, just, and they're like, okay, you had the bandage on your head,
Yeah.
and I was actually laying by you, holding your hand, right?
Yeah.
And she was supposed to be sleeping throughout the day, so she actually at some point was, she's a method actor, she's like, if you want me to sleep, I'm
Yeah.
asleep.
That's the only time I've ever been asleep on camera.
You're getting on this, right?
Have you guys? I got 2 questions for you. Have you guys ever tried watching Time Ranger? And another one is, what kind of advice would you give for people who are interested in acting or in careers that you guys are interested in as well? What advice?
I have not seen Time Ranger, and as far as neither is Jason. And as far as advice, just keep going for it. That it's possible, you know, and just have faith in yourself.
Yeah, you know, I actually asked that question when I first moved out to LA to George, Jason Alexander from Seinfeld.
Oh.
I was waiting tables and I met him. Really good guy, really, and I had said, I go, Mr. Alexander, I said, what advice would you give me? And he said, get with a very, very good, renowned acting coach and just learn the craft and you know, and that was his thing. Just get with a great acting coach and just learn the craft. So that's at the time, that's what I did. And yeah, that's what he told me.
Yeah, hi.
How exactly did you get into acting?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm a journalist, so I'm used to it.
Well, all right, you keep them coming. My mom is a school teacher, and she was teaching drama at our local high school, and I was 4, and she was like, I need a 4-year-old for a play, and you're gonna do it. And I was like, sure am. And then that was it. I got the bug, and ever since I was 4, people were like, what do you want to do? He's like, be an actor. And people were like, why? I'm like, to make people happy. So I did my first play when I was 4. Now that picture, I just look like this.
The question was, why did you?
How did you get into acting?
Okay.
How or why?
Why? You know what? My story was.
He's so pretty. People was like, you should be in front of camera.
I was at the story was I was a sophomore in high school because it came on later and I was sick. I had the flu. You know the whole where you're throwing up the whole deal. And my mom rented the movie Risky Business, which I had never seen. And I remember watching that and watching Tom Cruise thinking that just looks like it'd be so much fun to do. That was it. It looked like it would be a fun thing to do. And at that point, which was my sophomore year in high school, that's when I decided that that's what when I wanted to move to LA, you know, eventually, it was because of Risky Business. It just looked like it was fun. And it is.
Can I ask one more, right quick?
You
Any
can.
chance that we'll get your memoirs one of these days?
Wow.
I think that'd be cool to do that. I mean, no one's ever done that, like some kind of a thing like that. I think that'd be something fun to do, but
Maybe, yeah. I'd love to write my memoirs one day. I would have to start writing stuff down now because it just goes.
yeah.
Maybe eventually we can convince people how Mayor Miller to put you back on again, and then we can add that in there. A fan spot for you to.
Right? Thanks. Yeah, we should do that, guys. Let's do it. I'm like a pack,
Get Ted's sister back out there.
right?
Especially at Barney's wedding.
Right.
Like
I
I was
love
showing you
that idea.
yesterday.
That
Yeah, like I was
episode.
showing you yesterday.
He thinks I should have, which I think is hilarious. I played Ted's sister in How I Met Your Mother, for those of you guys who don't know. And yeah, he thinks I should go back as, it's a little congested, to Barney's wedding, and that the character should be drunk and hitting on Barney, which I think is hilarious. Yeah, hi.
And I got 2 other great questions. The first one is, if you guys were going to cosplay at a convention, who would you cosplay as? Ooh. And, oh no, I forgot the other question. Okay,
What is the question?
cosplay, like dress up. If you guys were going to dress up as anything you ever want, no strings attached, anything, what would you guys come as?
Princess Leia.
Nice.
Ah.
Awesome.
Or
Which outfit?
Chewbacca.
I guess Boba Fett.
Really?
What?
Yeah, Boba Fett. I like the whole Boba Fett thing. I still have 3 of those action figures.
Woo.
3.
Really?
Yeah. I have every Star Wars action figure. Every piece, everything. Still, yeah.
You know, you just earned a lot of respect, right?
I hope so.
A
Huge
lot of
star.
nerve credit.
Huge star. Yeah, everyone wrapped up back in Chicago where I grew up.
Yeah, you guys were there last night. I told you I got that shirt just for Jason. Just for Jason. But I also really wanted a Star Wars shirt for a long time. But yeah, hi.
Okay, question for Jason. Just kind of wanted to kind of know like your experience on Forever Red. You know, how did that go for you? How was it like on set? You know, like are you still friends with any of the guys from that? You know, like just kind of what was that like for you?
You know what? Going into it, I was truthfully like, God, this is going to be weird. There's all these different personalities, and I thought that there'd be this big testosterone, ego-filled situation. Not at all. We all got along great, had a great time. I think the show should have been longer than 20 minutes of screen time.
Oh,
Much longer.
Yeah, they could have done an hour or more than that. I think that there was a good story that you could have unwrapped with that. But we had a great time. Everyone was really cool. We filmed up way north of LA, so that night we all had hotels up there because it was a couple day shoot, and we all hung out and had a great time. And the whole Power Rangers thing is a fraternity.
Yeah.
Everyone, you know, it's a fraternity that's actually building. We're all meeting everyone now from years before, so we're just I'm lucky to have been part of it.
That is cool.
Same. Jason, your phone is ringing right off the table. It's Chris Montgomery. We should answer. No. Hi, yeah, hi.
How did you guys feel about getting into like video games and stuff like that?
Oh, loved it. Loved it. For those of you who don't know, I'm the first female character in Call of Duty, and it's my face and my voice, and
that's set up at her booth right now.
thanks to Lauren.
Yeah.
So it's
You can go and play her characters.
yeah. You can come play.
Come play her. Come play with her. Oh, this is not the over 18 panel, is it?
Should have mentioned that last night.
Yeah. So I loved it though. I mean, it was so much fun, you guys.
They did a great job.
It looks
really
like me.
looks good.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy? I mean, it's got different hair and they changed my eye color, but it's my face. And the first time I saw my avatar, I was like, that's my face. It was so much fun. And my voice, and my movements, and so just doing the whole like facial scanning and then the dots and the suit. And I got to work with, Michael Rooker and Julian Sands and, oh no, I'm spacing on his name, the Candyman. Okay, don't anybody tell him I said that.
Sam Worthington was funny.
Tony.
I was just in Colorado with Tony.
Get
You
that
can't
heck out of
Yeah.
town. Yeah,
Why can't I think of Tony's last name?
right?
Tony Todd.
Tony Todd!
Yes.
Totally knew that.
He was in that.
Yeah, he was in it too. It was just a great cast, and I loved going to set, and we had so much fun, and so I loved it. I will do video games as much as they will have me.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, totally new experience. The whole motion capture world was new to me, but dove in, had a great time doing it. It was. I mean, we worked on those things, start to finish, was like a year and a half, off and on. So it was a long process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long
Mine was like
process.
a year. I did a couple voices in the Star Wars game too.
Which one?
The latest one. And I, what? Uh-huh. And that one was that was a totally different experience. That one I didn't know what it was, I just went on a voiceover audition, which I'd only been on a few. And they were like, you got cast in the Star Wars. And I was like, that's fun. And I went and I did all these different characters in one day, and
Which characters?
I don't remember. But I
We
did
must
a bunch
know.
of them. Yeah, but then the video game the Call of Duty was really like, because the Star Wars was just a booth and me and a couple hours. And then the Call of Duty was like a family. We were working on it for like a year, and that was amazing. Hi. Yeah.
Are you gamers, and if so, what are your favorite games?
I am not a gamer, but I did just get an Xbox last week. An Xbox. Oh my gosh, you guys, you should have seen me freaking out. You know this thing, right? With the motion sensor and everything? It's like I was living under a rock. I lost my mind. When they set it up for me, I was like, I literally just was screaming and like throwing myself down on my couch, and I was like, oh my god! Xbox, pause. That's so cool.
You know what? I'm a big Madden fan. I love the football.
Yeah. So I'm going to be a gamer, guys.
Nice.
I'm gonna work with her, guys. It's okay.
Yeah. Laura, excuse me.
Question for Jason. You say you're a Madden fan. Did you trade Jay Cutler or no?
Gotta stick with Jay.
Okay. Just no.
Gotta stick with Jay. Let's put some people around him, see what he does.
Okay.
I hope he's our future. We'll see what happens. It's been 3-4 years now, so.
I think we got a couple more years out.
Yeah. We just got a big left tackle, so hopefully we can keep him off the ground.
Okay.
And that might help.
One more.
I have no idea what you just said.
Chicago Bears. He knows I'm a big Bears fan, so.
One more. How do you feel about Urlacher's visiting other teams?
Football.
Yeah.
Football discussion.
Yeah, he met with the Vikings.
Yeah. So,
And you know what? It would be a shame, but he's getting older.
yeah.
And so, at a certain point, it's a business, and they got to do what they got to do.
I think he's
He's getting older.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
We had to do a little bit of football talk there.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7, you said that's being worked on now? You're working on that as well?
No, I'm not. They did an interview, which I can say, in a Brazilian. It was like a Brazilian interview they did. They said if there was a Resident Evil 7, would you want to do it? That was the question from Capcom. So they're doing the interview. They said it, and I went. I'm asking. I go. You guys want to talk to me before we actually? So it appears to me that they're talking about it, and yeah, of course, I'd love to be a part of it. If they do that and Leon's in it, I'll definitely be a part of it.
Are you a Bulls fan too?
Michael Jordan.
Hey,
Yeah. I'm starting to become more of a. I'm sorry, sports again. I've been in LA for a long time, so. And I live near where Kobe lives, so I've seen him at the soccer field with my daughter, so it's hard not to start to slowly become a Laker fan. Why did
Don't do it.
You're my hero.
the evil empire?
You then you. Go ahead.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
Since last night when I asked you about you watch the league, so I definitely know you manage a fantasy football team.
I love your
If you had
accent.
to pick a team, can you just make any team and just can you fix the New York Jets, please?
They should have Tebow shot.
They should have.
Should have Tebow shot.
What is Tebow's last name?
T-E-B-O-W.
No, that makes sense. My grandma's last name is Tebow, but it's spelled very differently.
Oh.
That's all I had to contribute to that conversation.
If you were to come back in any season, if this wasn't a Time Force season, to be a Time Force Ranger recurring, would you do it? And also, do you read fan fiction?
Oh.
What was the last
Do
question?
you read fan fiction? No, but I've heard about some of it, and it's awesome.
What is fan fiction? I didn't.
Oh yeah, it's
Fan fiction, writing about the series, adding on.
Oh, is that an actual website?
Yep.
Yeah,
You might not want to go there, probably.
They take it pretty seriously.
There's a lot of
I would
people
love
who
to see
pair
it.
Wes and Eric together a lot. I know there's a lot of people who write stuff with Wes and Eric.
Life
And
imitator.
I'm guessing there's a lot of Bradford stuff, and I'm betting that Susan writes a lot of it. She's told me that she ships you guys. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you what, guys. I get on there and try and look at this stuff every chance I can. I love how passionate the Power Ranger fans are. The franchise is awesome.
Yeah, we're so thankful for you guys.
So thankful. So I try and get on there on my my Facebook stuff and see it because I love reading it. So everything you guys put, I try to see it. And I'll definitely check it out because I love checking it out.
Yeah, we love you
I
guys.
say we did.
That was the first question.
Oh.
What was the first question again?
It was, if you were to come back in any season as a recurring Time Force Ranger, even if it wasn't the second Time Force season, would you do it?
It would depend on my shooting schedule. I'm on an ABC or a Fox show now. I'm on an ABC show Erin right now, and then I'm on a new Fox show. So that's really where my priorities lie right now. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a no. I love my fans.
Yeah, and they film in New Zealand now, so it's and I know we keep in good contact with them, but it means basically going to New Zealand for 9 months, which would be hard on our schedules. So it definitely wouldn't be a no, but it'd be hard. I mean, I have 2 little girls, so to just disappear for a year would be, I just couldn't do it. But at some point, I'd love to come back and guest star in it again. I think there's a place for that. I think it's something they hopefully do sometime. And I really do. I mean, they're not dumb. They see the stuff. And I would love if they brought us back to have kind of closure to our story. I think they should do that.
Everybody wants us to kiss.
Wait, I'm waiting for Erin.
I missed it, you got to do it.
No.
What time?
Exactly.
You only allegedly do it. Just put allegedly in front of anything, it sounds better.
Yeah.
It's true. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You look so cute in the green over there. I see you.
Happy
I
St.
like your shirt.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
not
it.
green, you got to continue.
I am. No, you jerk. That's green. I specifically wore it because it has green in it. Look at you.
Now you gotta.
Underwear's green.
I don't.
Allegedly, right?
Allegedly.
All the ladies. I told him today, I was like, I think you should not have a shirt on today. Just for, it's just polite.
You could get him to do it last night. You can't.
I know, we tried so hard last night too. Yeah, hi.
Did anybody ever get hurt while trying to film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie, one of the Western scenes, can't remember his name, the stuntman. One of the explosions is supposed to. There's a guy that
Right.
that literally has like buttons like a video game, and as things happen, he's pushing buttons to explode. It went too quick, so instead of it, as he cleared it was like a haystack. It blew up in his face.
That's right.
On his face, yeah. So it blew up too quick. And
Was
got
it
him.
Kazu?
Yeah, the one that was.
Kazu.
Yeah, you're good.
I had spoiler alert in case you guys don't know this, my stuntmen were 2 stunt men. So every time I morphed, it was
No, Koichi's wife eventually did some, right?
not for me.
Oh,
Not
she didn't?
really,
Okay,
no.
maybe she came
It was
later.
Kazu and Tomo.
Oh, yeah.
And Kazu was, I love Kazu. I have a picture of me holding him up. Like this, literally.
He's like a squirrel.
He was just the most amazing human. Oh, I love him. And he was like this tall. So sometimes if you saw me morph, I would shrink, and that was Kazu. And then Tomo was about my height and about my weight. So you would know when it was Tomo and Kazu. I have no idea when I watch it. I'm like, I shrunk. Yeah, hi.
What got you?
And then, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
What got you inspired to do martial arts, and what style of martial arts have you learned over the years?
Rangers I've danced since I was 8. So when we went to basic training before the show, did you guys know that? We went for like 2 weeks. Yeah. That they were excited because some of the Rangers hadn't had training in anything. So I know, right? Maybe it would make you feel better if I nipped, but no. I'm a terrible day drinker. I'd be asleep in 5 minutes. Yeah, when I got to training, it was, I don't know if you remember, but because some people didn't have, physical experience, and so I would do they'd be like, this is a roundhouse. Why are you so good at it? And I was like, to me, that's like a, fan kick. So I was able to pick up some of the stuff really quick, and then after Rangers, I did just a little bit of karate classes. Did you know that? I did that? I am a white belt. I am not good.
I'm a white belt and I am not good. I actually, which unrelated Power Rangers, I studied Jeet Kune Do for 3.5 years. So that was something that I had done just for my own knowledge years before the show. And when we got on the show, they strictly just hired us as actors, and the audition process was a pretty long, grueling process. But they hired actors first, and then they just, trained us, the biggest thing was just how to fall. That was the big thing, is just how to fall. But it was acting first, and then once we were assigned the show, and then we went through that two-week period. But I had Jeet Kune Do training before.
Yes.
All right, 2 questions for you, if you don't mind. First off, was it a conscious decision for you guys to say goodbye to Time Force, or was it the producers telling you, well, you guys have been here for a year, it's time to move on to a new set of Rangers, stuff like that? And question number 2 is, if you could work with any actor, who would it be and why?
Any actor in the world, or like Power?
Yeah, no, just any actor in the world in general.
I know my answer. Gary Oldman.
Oh, Commissioner Gordon, all right.
Because, yeah, you've worked with him?
No, I was saying
yeah, me too. So hard. And I love him so hard. And I met him at a gas station once, and I got him Kevin Spacey would be my other one, but I got to work with him last year, and I just he's awesome. Did you know that? I did a short. Yeah, I mentioned last night. Yeah, but Gary Oldman, you guys, I saw him once at a gas station, and like, I've been doing this, you know, it's been my job for 13 years, and I've gotten to work with a lot of people, like, as we were saying last night, I'm very lucky, and I don't usually get that starstruck, and
She kissed me at the gas station.
I did, I could not, no, I didn't. But I went up and I was like, hello, Mr. Oldman, and he's like my height, he's not very tall. And I just was so excited to meet him, and I was like, I never really do this, no, and I just like tripped over myself, and he was just like, thank you. He was lovely, but he was like, okay. Like, that was my chance. But yeah, I hope to work with him one day.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Can I give 2 different options for that?
Sure.
No.
No, he can. He's the Red Ranger.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Right? It's okay. In the show, he was technically. I mean,
you know what? I will give you one.
First.
It would be Will Ferrell. I just
Will Ferrell.
I met him. I met him at the. There was a place I trained at called the Groundlings that I spent a few years at, and he was a Groundlings member for years. And he would come back to do some improv here and there. And like 8 years ago, he did a show, and Steph and I were there. And my wife and I got a picture with him, and we put it in our Christmas card. So it was like, Merry Christmas, love, Jason, Will, and Stephanie. It was like the 3 of us. So this was like about 8 years ago. So he was on our Christmas card. But I would say him because I just think that guy is such a goofball.
Yeah.
That would be my funny guy thing. But if we went serious, this is my little, you know. So I would do Harrison Ford because he was a childhood idol.
Yes.
Or today, like a Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
I would like to
So I went like idol, funny guy, and then character.
Kind of a mix of everything.
I would also like to say Will Ferrell and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
What about actors?
Gandhi quotes the same. Actors are the same.
Uh-oh.
What about actresses? God, yeah, we didn't name any actresses. It's terrible, Erin. I mean, who wouldn't want to work with Julia Roberts? Doesn't she just seem like a barrel of monkeys fun? She was so cute. I love her. What about you?
Cameron Diaz, I crush on her. So.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't. I am straight. I have a crush on her. Yeah, that's my answer. But I'll let you know if I can.
And then the second question was it a conscious decision for you guys to leave the show, or was it the producer's decision for you guys to go?
We knew going in it was only a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dan Southworth always says that they wanted or almost brought us back. He always says that. I don't know that. But he had said they were contemplating it because our season was really great. But it was. We were very lucky to be a part to have great writers in that year. The storyline was very developed and over.
We got to act.
Yeah, it was great. So, but the crew and the producers, we all had a very good working relationship. It was literally. That's what we would say. There was no fighting. There was no hooking up. It was a family. It was like brothers and sisters. So Danny always says that they were thinking of bringing us back. I don't know that, but he always says that. But we knew going in it was supposed to be just a year.
Well, we were told by multiple crew members that we were the most like a family.
Yeah.
Before and after.
Yeah.
And not to brag or anything. We were just a family. It was a perfect chemistry.
Yeah.
So.
At least you made the only tolerable episode of Wild Force when you crossed over.
Oh my God!
At least when you guys showed up on Wild Force, you made the only tolerable episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they got along as well as we did.
Forever Red.
Yep, Forever Red and Reforce from the Future.
That's right.
Jason, what was it like working with the actor that played your father?
Oh.
Yeah, Edward Elba was great.
He was wonderful.
And of course he passed away. We all know that, right?
No.
So sad. Learned a ton from him. I mean, this guy he was one of the most well-read, knowledgeable people I've ever met in my life. I mean, the situation in China with Tiananmen Square. I mean, the guy was everywhere. I mean, a bee would fly up, and he would like just put his finger down, the bee would crawl, and he would tell you what kind of a bee it was. He could speak different languages. He knew martial arts. He just knew everything about everything. So, in all of the stuff that, for me, because I was with him a lot, all like on-camera etiquette and things like that you really don't learn as an actor, like things that are on film, just learned a ton from him. Yeah, so sad that he passed away.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. I was going to ask if you had like any stories from the team-up episodes that you did with the other teams.
Oh, with Wild Force?
Yeah.
I don't
Well, we did Wild Force, and then we did Lightspeed.
Oh, right.
You did do Lightspeed. Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you a good one. Lightspeed Rescue, true story. Robert De Niro's children came to set.
Oh, wow.
Right.
His kids were big fans, and the day that, I forget, it was Lightspeed? Yeah, it was on our crossover Lightspeed, but his children, he has 2 twin boys, and they came to set that day, so we spent the day with them.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they
wow.
had lunch with us, and that was kind of a neat, I mean, it's not the story you're looking for, but that was kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
So that was the
I
one
forgot
episode I
all
remember,
about
yeah.
that.
But the one with Wild Force was great. We were on a reserve out near Calabasas, and it's always fun to come back and meet everybody, and,
Yeah.
and it was a good time.
And it was so good to see the crew again.
Yeah.
We missed everybody.
Yeah. And this one looks so hot in that outfit.
Was it just your guys' team that hung out with De Niro and his son, or was it like the Lightspeed guys too?
They were there that
Everybody,
day.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
They were there that day, and I remember he wasn't there, but it was a big thing. There was some press that was there, and they had lunch with us, and I remember laughing because there was, they have all this food there and cookies and all that, and I'm like, hey guys, you want some cookies? And they're like, well, we Dad says we can't have dessert, and I'm like, Dad's not here right now.
Nice. Way to be the leader.
I ruined it.
Yeah.
Because the show resonates so well, especially with kids growing up, how does it feel for you all, not just be role models, but, I mean, it's embarrassing, I see you all like heroes to me.
Yeah.
Growing up, I mean, it doesn't get better. So how does it feel more than actors to be heroes to kids?
First of all, I'm gonna hug you later.
Aww.
So, you know what? Honestly, I just keep jumping in. You go
Please,
ahead.
no, go.
Ladies first.
For me, one of my favorite things, because of the Rangers, is about volunteering with kids. I do it every week now, and it's because of our work with Make-A-Wish. They would come to set, and that was, I mean, you guys, your heart. And that was life-changing for me. So that, it's like such an honor to be part of people's, it's an honor.
Yeah, I don't think until we got on the show I realized how impactful it would be. And what's great about this show, and why again, we're so fortunate to be a part of it, is that here we are years later with this great fan base that we're going all over the world to meet. So I definitely didn't realize it at the time, but I mean, like I said, she's worked a ton, we've done other things, and we'll always, and Dan says it too, is like, you always think of how great this show was, and just how, so just so fortunate to be a part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Sorry.
Just let you know I have one.
Okay, deal.
What character do you make being better, Albert or Wes? Because Albert was
Hi.
a
Nice.
character.
That's a great
Wes was a
question.
laid back, kind of do what you want kind of character.
Yeah, my real personality is much more like Wes.
Mhm.
So I would say that, I guess probably Wes. I mean, Wes was a lot more fun to play. So,
Yeah. Lori.
Okay, so now we know you guys are doing, conventions. Obviously, Jason does a lot, and this is only your second one. But do you guys still keep in contact with the other guys? And do you think you'll ever try and get them to come to some of these, or work with or something like that?
yeah, I talked to Michael a good amount, and he's in Virginia right now, so he's trying to start the studio, do some music stuff out there. I've lost touch with Deborah.
I talked to Deb like about a year ago,
Okay.
and Kevin, it's right around that time too.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked to them as much. Nothing happened. It's just life. But Kevin's not in acting anymore. Deb got back into it.
Did she? Good.
Yeah. I mean, she's so beautiful, that face. Actually, in front of the camera. But yeah.
We'll get Michael to these. Him and I were in Minnesota together, and he would love to come to these. So he'll be at these. He'll be at these.
I know. It would be exciting. I don't think anyone. We've had a full team from the previous seasons of the actors at any of these conventions, so it would be cool to you guys could get
I think this is new though. I've only done probably 4 or 5 of these. This is relatively new for me too. So, so I think as it starts to build and the fans want them, I mean, obviously we'll do everything we can to get them here.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So it is alcohol.
It's always a big bump. Now we can talk about Erin.
Dang it!
The floor is open.
Let's get Aaron's story. Yeah.
Hey, Jason, I just want to say, the infidelity commercial you did, I've seen it a few times.
Which one?
The one where you got the crap beaten out of you, video where it was like you're playing the guy who was cheating and she found out. I just want to say I love that video. Like, honestly.
Has everyone seen that one?
No. I'm on YouTube. I never heard of these.
Yeah, it was a commercial I did, and it was me and God, how random you saw that.
I don't know. I just.
Yeah. So that was like 20 different girls I filmed that with.
Whoa.
And they were kind of like,
Laughing the crap out of them.
yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
We're all going to be looking this up tonight.
Look it up.
We're gonna Google this as soon as we get back.
I have actually a really good question, just because I've actually studied you guys' TV series a lot and some of you guys' work for my actor characterization and stuff. And I always liked your character a lot, and I actually like to see you in maybe in a Marvel movie. If you were asked to partake in a Marvel movie, who would you like to play? Good or bad?
Well, I mean, I grew up with Superman. So
Well, he's DC.
Or even DC, you know?
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, Marvel would be. God, I don't know. I actually always think Superman, but yeah. How about Flash?
Yeah, I can see the Flash.
Flash?
Yeah.
No one's done Flash yet.
No, they haven't made a movie
Yeah, I
yet.
actually
I could see
Flash.
Yeah, Flash. I'm trying to think of someone that hasn't been there because you associate Green Lantern with Ryan and
Yeah.
you know, Thor. So I would say Flash.
Flash.
I'm
I actually
extremely
wouldn't mind
fast
seeing you
runner.
play a character
That's
called
a hidden
Nova.
thing you guys don't know. Yeah.
Iron Fist, yeah, I can see him in Iron Fist.
What's that?
A martial arts Marvel character, and he's called Iron Fist.
Oh, okay.
Great character, I can see you play him.
So when you get in, like getting into character for you, like what do you think is easier, being like a more dramatic character or a comedic character, or like what is more easier for you?
Well, as a guy, the big thing with any kind of emotional acting is we're taught as young men, right, to always, I mean, you know, get up when you fall down, don't cry. I mean, that's just kind of the stigma with guys. So the emotional stuff is a lot harder for men to tap into. So for me, you know, like Erin can cry in Q in a heartbeat. So that the emotional stuff is a much bigger challenge for me. So that would be the more challenging stuff. And of course, you know, more dramatic stuff, more aggressive stuff is a lot easier to tap into. So.
Do your daughters, have they seen Time Force, and if they have, what's their reaction?
You know, my daughters dismissed it for years. Now they're 7 and they're 5, and they're now getting that their old man is kind of cool. So for a while, you know, I had these action figures, and they're like, they call it the one baby daddy, you know. So, so they for a while they didn't get it. Now that they're in school and they see little boys, you know, they're starting that Power Rangers, you know, that they're starting that Power Rangers thing, and they realize, they're like, oh, and then they'll say it, and then the school's starting to realize, and so everyone's, you know, so now they're excited about it. So we'll be places sometime, they'll be like, my daddy's famous. He signs autographs for a living. You know, so they're now tapping into it, or we'll be driving and they'll roll their window down. They're like, I'm famous. So they're starting to do that at this point, but they're now kind of starting to get kind of some of the stuff, you know. He asked about my daughters, the Power Rangers, yeah.
And then he talks smack.
And then I talk to them.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
All right, I hate to be the guy to ask, but Erin, all right, I read that you are allegedly dating Seal.
I was wondering if that was going to come
I wanted to ask, but as a journalist, I'm obligated.
No, I met him at a charity event the night before. We went to lunch the next day, and that's the whole story. And what?
You were married the next day.
Oh yeah, totally. We went to Vegas on his jet, you know, and got married.
As a journalist,
Not
I'm
true.
obligated to ask these kinds of questions.
Yeah. Guys, I'm so sorry. I went to the bathroom. I didn't realize we were almost done. I wouldn't have gone yet.
So we gotta do the Time Force more.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Don't forget the Time Force more.
That's the thing, Emma.
We're gonna shift back to football a little bit.
Oh,
Is that okay?
You could do what
Did you root for Adrian Peterson to break the record?
Yeah.
Rushing record?
I like AP. And Dickerson was a little standoffish from what I understand, but I like Adrian Peterson a lot. Good guy.
Since we only have a couple more minutes, were there any? Sorry, totally shifting away from football.
Keep going. I'm going to like geek out here just for a second. When I didn't watch Time Force all the way through, excuse me. No, guys.
Shame on you.
I got the end of it. Just missed a couple of them.
Okay.
And obviously didn't watch a lot of Wild Force, but when you came back, Jen, I'm geeking out because I didn't know that it could be you, and that was leaping down from the big cliff there to save the day almost and to rescue Wes and all that. I was just like, that's Jen! I was just like totally geeking out. So it was really cool to see you at a crossover at that time. So I want to geek out there.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, is that what you're going to ask? Lauren, did you have a question?
Yeah, I was going to ask, during the Lightspeed crossover, at the end they had you guys, you exchanged the jackets, and then they ended up, they're saying now, the Lightspeed guys tell you to do it with their more. How was that? Was that just a quick lesson? Did you guys have to do that multiple takes? Do you remember that?
What, with the Lightspeed one?
Yeah. Because their morph is like the Lightspeed, and then the rescue or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Rescue.
I don't remember how many took. It was it multiple takes? I don't remember that.
I thought it was
I could see it being because they asked you to do their morph with your morphers, so I assumed.
Oh. You know what? They usually do some rehearsals and we'll walk through it. So I'm sure it took a few takes. I mean, that was the big thing when we did our morphs is that they were very, very specific on, we came out and did this, that it was all in sync. So it was always very. So it usually took a while because they didn't, they'd have one hand come out and this, and it's hard to get 5 people. It's like a dance line. So
Yeah.
usually they wanted to make sure it was always right in line. So it probably took a few.
Were there any other questions? Yeah, hi.
I just have, it's not really a question, I just would like to thank you guys for all the time you take, because you are influencing a new generation as well.
Thank you for
You're
that.
really nice to me and make time for the kids as well.
Thank you.
you so much.
Thank you. Okay, we got the wrap it up sign.
We got the red light.
You're still doing more?
Gotta do the more. Gotta do the more.
One more question. One more.
Well, I actually just wanted to tell you guys, all the seasons I've actually watched, now I know I've seen Mighty Morphin, I don't know how many times, but of all the other seasons, Time Force is the one I've actually seen the most, just because it was so emotional.
Thank you.
And I can really connect with the characters.
Sounds like sci-fi original series, except for
Yeah, it was good.
All I know is when Time Force ended, Wildfire.
Time Force acting, probably was everything.
Yeah.
Thanks,
It kind of took a different direction that really wasn't a good direction. No offense to them.
No, yeah.
Blame Disney.
Oh, what are we doing?
You've been the morph, Jackie.
Gotta do the morph, guys. Old time's sake. Old time's sake, guys.
Do you need to look at a video first so you can remember?
I think I can remember.
It might take a few takes.
I don't know.
Don't hit each other.
You guys gonna go?
Yeah.
That is so
It's just cool to see these on your wrist.
I know, it's so cool, man. I feel like I'm back watching the show all over again. All right, hold on.
This is, I don't know why I don't think about it.
Here we go, put on the helmet.
So are we doing this together?
Right.
Yep.
You have to.
Yes, we do.
I'm not doing it that all right.
Are you ready?
Goes
That's
nothing.
me literally watching him while we do it.
All right, ready?
Here we go.
Ready? Time for? Time Force.
That was a rehearsal. Come on.
We really genuinely love each and every one of you, so thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, come visit us.
All right.